Hey friends, so glad you could join me today. I'm Mr. Mark, and we have a fun idea that maybe would be great for after vacation and kind of wrapping up the summer, and that is a seashell necklace. Isn't that great? Actually, it's pretty big and a little bit heavy, so if you wanted to make it a little bit smaller, you could. Let me show you. We're starting with some air dry clay, so if you want to make it just a little bit smaller, that'd probably be okay. It's going to be like a heavy weight. I have to tell you, one time we made, for Mother's Day, we invited the kids to make some salt dough earrings. Oh boy, those were exciting. And those earrings got bigger and bigger and bigger until they were like weighing down Mom's ears. And they had to wear them during church because their kids had made them for them. Anyway, one of the ladies, she looked at me and she said, "Hey, come over." And so I went over to where she was sitting in church and she said, "Look at my beautiful earrings." They were hanging way down. And she said, "Aren't they beautiful?" And I said, "Oh, they are. They're beautiful." Made by a second grader. And anyway, she said, "They're really heavy too." And I said, It looks like it." And she said, "Yes, and I'll wear them all during church. And if you ever do this again." And I said, "Yes, ma'am. I'm so sorry." So this jewelry we're making today is for the kids, not for the moms. You better learn from my lesson. Well, okay, we're using air dry clay, and you want to press it out and make it flat. And matter of fact, if you could roll it, that'd probably take away some of those. But if you haven't used air dry clay, it's really terrific to work with. Be sure that you go ahead and put a hole in there with a pencil or maybe the end of a paintbrush, because when it dries, you want to be able to put the string on it or you're going to be stuck. It'll become a paperweight, which maybe that would be a good thing too, or coasters. So, okay, so I've got that ready, and I'm going to press into it some seashells. So you could press it in like this and make the indentation, which is a great experience if you want them to do that. Or you could go ahead and just attach it by pressing it in and leaving it, and it would stay. And then after it dries, it'll hold place. It does take a few days for it to dry, so if you could do this part of it maybe this week, and then next week you can come back and it'll be time to paint it. So this one's all ready to go, and it's just ready to have a little bit of paint. We're just using some craft paint, you know, the acrylic paint. You can get it at any of the hobby stores or even at Hobby Lobby. I've even seen it at Sam's, where a whole kit of it, so you had multiple colors. So be sure to look around. You probably have some paint there at the church that you can just use, and that would be terrific. I venture to say you probably have plenty in your cabinet already. So you can paint it, and whenever you're finished, go ahead and we use some plastic lace, really easy to use, and we really loosely tied it. Let me show you. We loosely tied it here, so it would break if need be. If a kid got stuck or something, this lace would break, and that would be just fine. So that way there wouldn't be a choking hazard. But look, added some beads to it. This is fancy stuff. So try the air dry clay and see if you can make something fun in your class with things left over from summer vacation.